Now that that ad should be out of the way, let's dive into Alan Wake 2. Wait, they fucking grapple this game? What the fuck? Okay, let's. Hey,
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
oh, I see you. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out. Oh, Phasmophobia. How'd that treat you? Yeah, show me that. He's naked. What the fuck? It's always good to get a trophy. I'm good. Didn't expect to start off as a butt-ass naked man, but we Gucci. Man's as naked as the day he was born. I am not even gonna try to turn onto the front, because okay, let's see. You would not believe how excited I was to see that they were actually coming out with Alan Wake 2. I mean, I didn't really play this game when it first came out. 13 years ago. But when I did start playing it, I easily fell in love with it. So the second I saw Alan Wake 2 was coming out, I knew I had to pre-order it. No worries, Icerian. I appreciate the raid. I hope your errands go well. Yeah, Yardia, that was my first thought as well. So it's a way to start off the game, I guess. Just a naked ass man. Spooky, spooky jump scares. Okay. Which... this way? Okay, I guess it's this way. Yeah, I was excited to play this game yesterday, but when I went to check, see. Oh. He's dead. Turned off. That's wonderful.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
Yep. Good old Calder Lake.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Yeah, I decided to get started a good bit early today because
Cauldron Lake.
I've just been wanting to play this game since I pre-ordered it, and couldn't exactly wait till 10 to get started.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
By a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
Who needs a map?
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. It only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Oh yeah, so games control.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
And control. Can't remember the other one, but there's another game series. And Alan Wake. They're all supposedly in the same universe. So the Federal Bureau of Control is from Control. Okay. I finally made my way to Cultured Lake. The fence was easy to climb over with the proper gear and skill, which I thankfully possess. Next goal, spotting the rare and elusive orange-crowned warbler. A bit late in the season, but hopefully I can catch it before it begins its journey south. I've noticed intriguing behavior in the surrounding common bird life. They seem to be alarmed and swarm around the lake. No birds of prey nearby. There are some strange sounds carried on the wind, however. Nothing I can recognize or explain. Are getting closer. Moving inland. Foliage is stunning, must come back in fall. Had to stop and sketch this gorgeous vine maple. Just look at the way the Methuselah's beard hangs off it. This is why trees are better than people. Speaking of people, saw some drunk guy staggering around the forest earlier, acting weird, maybe drugs. Kept my distance, should probably find another spot. It's annoying. Can you... Okay, somewhat. I can read it. But let me log back into my computer real quick. Make sure everything's still good. Let's see. After I saw that weirdo guy, I decided to change spots again. Moved up the mountain a bit, found a fantastic overlook to camp at, but I'm more interested in this Alaska onion grass. Invasive, but edible and surprisingly tasty. Started hearing wolves or wild dogs or something like 10 minutes ago, but they sound wrong. Rabies? Want to leave, but the sun is going down, and my stupid phone is dead. Gonna hide in the tent and hope they go away. Something is really not right about this place. I mean, if you knew the history, yeah, wouldn't come here, my guy. Person, whoever you are. Just poor choices on your part. Let me make sure. Okay. So the broadcast is still going, which is good. Let's see. Does this take me back to the car? That's a little bit of an overlook of it. Oh, shit. Wrong button.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Oh, that's over here. Okay. There's definitely a lot more to the area than last game. Of course, the last game, Cauldron Lake wasn't really the focus. It was more, you were more around the whole entire town. But let's see. Uh, I mean, it doesn't have. I probably, if I remember correctly, this area you kind of explored, drove through here, around this area. Well, no, actually, you have driven down this way to the main building. But yeah, a lot of the game was centered around Bright Falls whenever you had to go somewhere.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're
I am
right,
glad
Anderson.
Breaker's still here. She was the main help in the first game.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that,
The federal agent's right here, Thornton.
my partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Okay.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton.
Let me-
Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
It's probably closed off by
Before we get to the
Sheriff
crime scene,
Breaker
there's time to
after
review
the
the
events
facts
of
of
the
the
first
case so
game.
far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Okay.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues and progress the investigation. Okay. Okay. Let's see, victims first. All victims reported missing in 2010, no other commonalities. Ted Lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Wendy Davis, teacher, body blood, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. So they've all had their hearts removed. Slight difference in the murders, bloating only commonality in body, but not cause of death. Chest trauma, post-mortem to water, exposure to water post-mortem, bruise on wrists and legs, deep gash in chest, heart missing, all bodies experienced bloating. Killer profile, post-mortem tattooing of the body. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. And chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay, what else? What else is around here? It doesn't seem like I can really interact with anything else. Okay.
I see you're already hearted.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. Too much sky.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Can't really tell if that's something I can recognize from the other game.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Brightfall's own virtual baking champ. Lily Sally Upton's whole family erupted in cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer? Tennis? That was brave new world that we live in. Her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which the players compete to make the tastiest treats, the sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. Does a hike a day keep keep depression away? It might be bright sunny July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months bottom ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking, there's got to be another way. There's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get on out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Okay, next is missing Doberman found on the trail. Okay. Okay, I have some water. Our felt reunion took place this weekend when Miss Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, has been missing for 3 days, and Miss Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, that I couldn't believe my ears. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give these kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have the opportunity. Well, with all the predators out there, usually you'll be telling folks that you found their dogs dead, cats eaten, and so it felt real good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is in kind of rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure, but well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Oof. An unidentified man attacks vacationers in dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late-night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which had been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Fall Police has yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "One minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. Next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mills. Another eyewitness, who preferred to remain anonymous, said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking, his head off, and a psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. I don't think I'll ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins, who chose to remain anonymous, wanted to remind customers, if you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabins that you have rented with us. The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochure and on the website. Ugh. Which is real nice. State of the art. My nephew made it, and he's a real computer whiz. God, if there's all this fucking reading of this game already, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna need another refill on this water bottle. Oh shit. Let's see. Okay, that's all. Maybe. Is it? Yeah, okay.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Let's see. Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is no other than Mirror Peak. The iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake from the right angle. Its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. Hopefully we'll be able to see all of Cauldron Lake from a balcony like we did in Alan Wake 1, because it's a...
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Okay, can't go any further that way. Damn invisible walls. Is there anything cool this way? And there's a sign. Mortar falls. As this powerful feat of nature will revive the spirit, as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resembles a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the Witch of Cauldron Lake is able to have used to travel through the night sky.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having...
Alex Casey is the main character of Alan Wake's main series of books. That was kind of the focus of Alan Wake 1. My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets tough. Oh, great. Yeah, so we're having to find fragments of the manuscript to upgrade shit. I mean, I much preferred it where we're just getting the manuscript pages to uncover the story.
Good to see
But
you still in one
whatever.
piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
And now that's, I should point out that Alex Casey,
Damn.
the name
Should've
of
brought an
Alan
umbrella.
Wake's
I like
main
the range.
protagonist,
The
in
only
his
thing
books,
around here that feels like home.
same name and all of
You
that.
think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next
Okay,
caution's on
so
me.
pretty much based on the first game, Alan Wake was sort of possessed by the darkness of Cauldron Lake to try to write a way for the darkness to get out. And whatever he wrote during that time started to come true. So since we are seeing a character named Alex Casey in this story, if they're gonna have, I'm feeling that they're gonna have
I'll look around. See you in a
Alan
minute.
Wake
Take your time.
Deputy Thornton, I take
writing
it.
another story,
That's me, at your service.
incorporating
Ready
his
to get
own
this case solved.
protagonist into it to try to possibly get out. I'm not entirely sure about the timeline between games. If it's the same, like 13 years as in real life, probably is, because it was talking about how there were victims back in 2010. Of course, I'm sure Alan Wake would have. Hey there, Nolan. I'm glad you stopped by. Uh, I'm just partially trying to get used to talking a bit more, but also I'm pretty sure I played through the first Alan Wake like 4 or 5 times. How did you find my channel, friend? Okay, random ass phone booth. Yeah, but like I was saying, first game was oh well. I'm glad that you decided to settle on my stream. It's always very much appreciated.
Hey!
Oh, there you are, dumbass. But yeah, Dark Presence tried to have Alan write a story for it to get out into the real world. Almost succeeded. Uh, First game ended with you going back to Cauldron Lake and using an item called the Clicker, which
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Dick.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of
The
honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
well, there is a large chest wound.
Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Okay, from which angle do I have to examine the
Body is
corpse?
positioned on the table.
Of course,
Ritualistic.
clear view of the dick. Okay. Yeah, that's true, but the game did start you off staring at a butt-naked ass. So that was something. Okay. Okay, image can be selected with X and placed.
Another body
Okay,
turns
finally.
up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Another body found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we're here to investigate. Okay. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Okay. Okay, no, I don't. Okay, there we go.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Okay. And at least I guess this gives you like hints to where you need to look for this stuff. 'Cause, dear God, having to find all those goddamn manuscript pages and the thermoses without any real clues in the first one.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Okay, so that, and let's see. That would lead to the bruising on the wrist. This is the,
Nah.
yeah. This is the only thing that's different, because in the previous cases, the heart wasn't there. Well, what am I supposed to? What am I supposed to do with it? Huh?
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind.
Exactly.
More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked a deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
So how's your day going, Nail?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
Oh.
Until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Nightingale. What the shit? Okay. Yeah. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I was wanting to play this the day it came out, which was yesterday. But when I went to boot it up, it's like, oh, you still have 13 hours to wait. It's like, why had it come out? Say it's coming out yesterday. If I'm gonna have to wait a whole another day to even play it. It makes no sense. But now, Nightingale. Yeah, definitely odd. But Nightingale, he was an FBI agent who came to Bright Falls after going after Alan Wake. Little tidbit from some material outside the game. He went to Bright Falls because his partner was murdered by the Dark Presence. He proceeded to find pages written by his partner that implicated Wake into killing his partner and possibly wanting to kill Nightingale. He comes in, I'd say a little under halfway through the first game. He liked to call Alan Wake by a bunch of different writers' names: Ernest Hemingway, and a lot of others I can't really remember. But towards I think, starting the 5th chapter, he was taken by the Dark Presence. And that's the last that we see of him in the first game. Until you get to the very end of the game, where it has him as one character, Rose, who I suspect is the new Lady in the Light, the only person that will like actively remember Wake for whatever reason. And like sort of remember what happened. But it showed Nightingale behind her in a window, which made me think at the time that he was going to be the next sort of form for the Dark Presence, seeing as the Dark Presence at first took upon the form of their first victim's dead lover, but apparently not. Apparently he's dead now. Let's see. Clues. Nightingale. I think that, yeah, it goes there too. Okay.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Yeah, I mean, with it having taken the form of the first guy's dead lover, it had been trying to manipulate him into letting it go in the first place. But the first guy, Thomas Zane, wrote himself completely out of existence to try to keep the Dark Presence from getting out. Didn't quite work because it got to Alan Wake, who, with the help of Thomas Zane, got away in the first place. Let's see. So yeah, the
Did
form.
they plan for the murder to happen here?
Alright, look. Let me look away from the dick. I don't know how much of that can be until Twitch has an issue with
Knock
it.
the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay. That's one way to keep people from focusing on it too much. Just black them out.
So you knew our victim?
Well, didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
I'm trying to look at him. The face kind of reminds me of. Fuck. The first thing that comes to mind is Clint Eastwood, but that doesn't really match.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Yes, there's much more to the story.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
Same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Okay, it's a clue that I can actually put up here.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
The one thing I can think of... Oh, cutscene.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay, the one thing I can think of off the top of my mind is these other victims of the murders, the previous three. They might have had a connection to something that happened concerning the presence. That's the only thing I can currently think of.
This mug always cheers me up. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
That seems a little bit more than just profiling.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component.
Yep.
They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Most likely because he's had time with the Dark Presence. Do I need to do more profiling? No? Okay.
The
I
lake
lie.
is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Good, you do that. Probably best. Let's see if there's anything this way. Or if
I
I'll
want to
just
walk
run.
around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Oh. No. Oh. There's stuff. UFOs and you. The ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Oh, fuck. So much reading. So much reading. And it looks like ads are about to start in about 15 minutes. Fortunately, I only have them set to a minute long. So, nobody should be gone for all too long. But I will wait until everyone gets back before I read this. So that no one misses out on any juicy parts of the story. We'll look around, see if there's... I mean, though it always seems like the ads, from when they're said to start to when they actually show starting. Yeah.
Hey, Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I love her. I love her. Okay. So apparently, Saga has puns. I love it. I fucking love it, man. But yeah, I feel like this area might be where that one guy was camping, since he said that he put up his tent to hide from the wolves, apparently. Let's see. Writing this down in case it happens again and I forget. I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 after I finished my AMA on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and drove, chasing it. Starry night, not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated but relieved. I scanned the sky for the shapes, the objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw an afterimage of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Not here. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. Is this man trying to find fucking Wake? How do you like the knitting, hero? I made it just for you. Okay. So, more manuscript fragments.
Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side Slasher.
Slugma
But
balls.
that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
That's gonna be weird for anyone that sees this on YouTube because chat's not showing up on the actual stream itself. So they're just gonna hear that. They're probably not gonna know what the fucking why the fuck I said it, but it's been said. Is there anything around here? Nope. No, I can't. It's just out there now. Okay, so I can climb back up here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
What's in here?
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
Oh.
Welcome back, Anderson.
I've already been here. Here lived the Witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, your spirit may still haunt this place. Previously, in the first game, Cynthia Weaver was known by many names.
Can't go any further.
Lady of the Light, Witch of Cauldron Lake. Oh. I guess they're not bright red boxes anymore. That's how you would know that there's stuff to pick up in them. Gotta love the old games and their penchant for making pickups very obvious. Let's see. Okay. I guess we can't go past that way, so we have to go that way. Let's see what's across. Oh, one. Just the map. Okay. Ooh, more to read. Friday. Midge told me today that her family's moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. Good lord. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in the big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? Sunday. Oh, fuck, man. So I told her, and she said thanks. Fucking kill me. Oh, that is pain. That is fucking pain, man. But that's a mood, and I understand. I've had it happen before, so yeah. I stuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do. I think you think of worse things. Fucking laughing. That wasn't fun. But yeah, it was pretty. That's pretty bad. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. Going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Kay's gonna get himself killed.
A lunchbox again.
Oh, hey.
Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, remember that Alan is watching over us. Da da da! See, I don't know if it's like, if in the lore of this game, metaphorical thing, because it's like people in the first game knew of Thomas Zane, but they didn't think he actually existed. So I don't know if that's the same case for Alan now. Which it can't be, because
Force can be a dangerous place.
Because they've like flat out stated that Alex Casey here hates having the same name as the book character.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Yeah, redwoods are a bitch.
Give me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Yeah, but seeing as they remember Alan Wake's books, I don't think
A
he's
witch with
that
no
forgotten.
heart. A strange echo of Al murder.
I thought I saw something shiny in the distance. Got distracted like a crow. Which is Ladle. There is no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers, if she was not, which before she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake, and then she took out his heart. Locked in a box with the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. That's one hell of a legend, my dude. Well,
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
okay, can't go further that way. Let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, yeah. Oh, nope. Wrong one. Nope. Maybe this one. Thank you. Okay. What the fuck? Okay, there we go. Don't know why I was so zoomed out. Okay, so there's that one. And that one. I mean, I'm already liking the atmosphere of this game. Kind of lends itself more to a
Welcome back, Anderson.
what feels like is some spooky shit. Okay, let's see.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Oh, what the fuck does it say? Can't tell me that there's just a piece of paper on the ground. What the fuck does it say? Please?
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout.
No.
Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation.
Yes!
How could they not accept
Yes!
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing sick.
Wake!
You were right.
Motherfucking Alan Wake!
This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
I mean, I know I played the first one again just last week, but still, I love this.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Oh, we have to walk all the way back.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. Find more.
It was your papa, Alex
What's the
Casey.
purpose? They're twisting events to create their own... What?
He's back.
Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires?
Okay, so
Characters
that's
or the
a dead
audience?
end.
Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
So yeah, from the description of the game, when I was reading it before I pre-ordered, I should be able to play as Wake as well. So there's should be sections as Saga and sections as Wake.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Sheriff Breaker.
Thanks.
It was female in the last one.
Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses.
It's been
Bookers.
13 years, so it
At
could
the
be
diner,
a son.
right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town
Could be
so
her
far.
father.
Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're
Wonder
just
who it's
being
gonna be.
Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Anything interesting over here? Cause I'm sure. Aha.
There's another lunchbox.
Sure they would expect us to run right by this area. We're all in this together, hero. Have a heroic day. It's the one thing that I've learned for the first one. It's like, anywhere they expect you just to run by, don't run by it. It's bound to have something. Man, for this game I wish I had a capture card
Fit the clues
and a
all together
camera,
yet.
because
Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
the main reason it's just the game is because I'm playing my PS5, so I have no real control of how the scenes look.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Oh, I worked here too. Where does that end up putting me? So there's bound to be something here too. Whether it's something to read. Oh.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Okay. Back to the beginning.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Oh, good old Bright Falls.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell
That's
coffee.
Flashbacks. I don't like them. Because the last game, you had to collect over 100
I'm gonna go check
thermoses.
something out.
Well, 100 thermoses
Be
and
right
over
back.
100 manuscript pages. And that was not fun. Historic Elderwood Palace Lodge of Bright Falls. This building was constructed as a part of one of the early settlement in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building was both in private and public use through the years, and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls. Was rebuilt from its original glory, log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since.
So sleepy. Just a few more days.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is the pool room. Oh. Might be a little bit too dark. That's a little bit better. I can actually see where I'm going now.
Should be allowed at this year's bake sale. For those of you just tuning in, you're listening to the Pat Maine Radio Hour, brought to you by Davis Family Moose Jerky. And boy, what an eventful day here in Bright Falls. By now, we've all seen the FBI setting up shop in town, and I'm sure you're all asking the same question I am. Did they bring all this darn pain with them? Dear questions later.
Oh, these. Culture Lake looking through news and rumors. Focus on 2010. Cross-reference with old case files from NYC cult. Similarities, commonalities, and mythology. Part of series. Find out name of good coffee from diner. Wait, let's see. Yeah. Okay, can't go into every room. I mean, makes sense, but
So you're a fan of swans.
It won't open.
let's see. Anything else?
Take it easy.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Okay, so this is the field office. Because deer right there. And it's the exact same. Yep. The exact same as the mind space.
Take care now.
Let's see, anything this way.
Hey, how's it going?
Can't really interact with people too much, apparently. Can't go through there. Okay, so I have to find a map for the area.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
I mean, you have a gun. You could shoot it. I mean, people probably not be too happy about it, but you could. Okay, let's see. Anything else around here? You know, maybe map of the area, because that would be good.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Hi.
Any interesting guests lately? Any good finds?
I'll be back in a
So-
second.
Will someone have to grow a surprise under their bed for housekeeping? Everything does. So, that's what all that.
Okay. That door. That door.
How are you?
Go further that way. This the sheriff's office? Yeah, okay. Recognized it a little bit. And with how much I've heard about Max Payne, I've been tempted to see if there's like a trilogy set that I can buy to be able to play it. Then I've seen like a little bit of gameplay of it.
I have to head back. Got things to do.
Cause like Alan Wake is the first game of this sort of series I've played.
Did you get lost, Anderson? Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
What have you done with Sarah?
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses.
Where is she?
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Can't believe that happened. Still feel like I'm pretty sick.
Ooh. Haha. Is he gonna play coconut? Damn it! Oh yeah, coconut. World think can only take so much of the same song being played before over and over and over. I'm as big as a fan of coconut as the next person, but come on. So, there are two people here, Tor and Odin, the Anderson brothers. In game, they had a band called the Old Gods of Asgard, and coming in the first time as Alan, Tor would ask you to play Coconut on this jukebox. First part of the achievement. Second part is coming back after Nightingale gets taken. You come back in this diner. You have another chance to play Coconut. That's one of the achievements. Now let's see if there's anything back here. Ooh. There's a lot of deer heads.
Rest easy, buddy.
I'm sure there's gonna be an achievement for finding all these. Finally, the map. No flashlight, though.
It doesn't budge.
Damn. Hoping I was an employee. Okay, so that's everything from here. So they get to be... I think they're the same couple. Yeah, I think they're the same couple from the
Excuse
beginning.
me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Okay, so people do remember Alan Wake. Okay.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
They most likely have the camera.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Yeah.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
Once was built to hide what's there. They say the writer fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth.
This seems a lot less like profiling and more like, you know, psychic shit. Because, usually, you don't quite like fucking learn about certain shit. But somehow, she,
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
They're as confused as I am.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for
Rose!
now. If you have any more questions.
She's alive!
Dream of missing Deerfest.
Oh God. Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
So now Rose. Big fan of Alan Wake. She had a cutout of him right here when you first come in. And she gets taken over by the Dark Presence. Tries to, well, successfully drugs Alan and Barry. Alan's agent. Though, I do wonder if she is going to be playing a big part in this game.
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The Cult of the Tree.
A murder cult.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Have you heard of this Cult of the Tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know
But
about
really,
that
where is
waitress from
Sarah?
the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
How are you?
Where's Sarah?
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep. Just here to pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
I know one of you is stealing the toilet paper. I've been counting them, and there's an entire roll missing every day from stock. Theft is taken seriously around here. It's a sheriff's station, for Pete's sake. One of these days I'm gonna catch you red-handed, and you better believe you're getting thrown out. What a disgrace you are. What kind of nut counts toilet paper rolls? Sounds like you've got too much time on your hands.
No speeding happening here, I see. Sir, some patience, please. They locked up an innocent man. I swear I didn't do anything.
Okay.
They're a lying bunch of bastards. You believe me,
Nothing
right?
in here. North American folklore. Seriously, where's Sheriff Breaker from the first game?
Agent?
Nothing in there.
As you know, the investigation is being taken over by the federal agents. Sheriff Breaker wants us to cooperate fully.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
I'm being serious, Nelson.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help.
Fuck. What the fuck?
Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow. Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm here to give you the tour of a lifetime. But Ilmo, I've heard the government has seized and restricted access to many local nature attractions. That is true, Jaakko. Many local attractions have recently become fenced off by the government. And that's why, at Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours, we say, fuck the government. We have bolt cutters. All of everything. And we'll take you anywhere. Hiking through the scenic Elderwood National Park. Fishing in the crystal clear waters of Bright Falls Dam. Bird watching at majestic Mirror Peak. The tour of a lifetime is just one phone call away. Book now to get a 9% discount on this limited edition Oh Dear Diner coffee thermos.
Love it. Fuck the government, we have bolt cutters.
With the funeral home next door, it's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Oh, just fucking love that.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
Still no access to the... Oh, there we go. Alright, so not that one. But it goes there. Okay. Let's see what's in here. Oh. So you're telling me I had a flashlight this entire time?
I can't get through this. Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection.
Okay.
Before performing the internal examination.
I could have covered him up.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Uh-huh. They did leave something inside his chest. Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Okay. So, what other ritual? There we go.
Text is
that.
smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Just clear your fucking view of the penis. It's more than I ever needed to see of this man.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Well.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Oh shit. Did the sound go off for anyone else? Oh. I hit the volume dial on my headphones. That's embarrassing.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Shit.
I'll make you pay.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Okay.
Go!
Oh. Okay. He just kind of blinked across the room and murdered me.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished.
Okay. Hey, Arnia. I appreciate you still being here. Don't want to risk that causing
He
a,
didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
don't want that to cause a
Saga
copyright
was
strike when I
back at
upload that to
Coleraine Lake.
YouTube.
Saga had to pursue Nightingale. Into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
I saw something in here.
Must be locked from the other side. There is no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Oh, ciao. How's it going, my friend? Thank you for the lurk.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
Huh. I wouldn't really call it all that exciting. Let's see. Might be... No, not that one. Oh, it's probably down here at goals.
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
That's not right.
No. 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 Okay, there we go. Well, it's more to it than just that. Okay. Because it seems like maybe the only people that turn into monsters are ones that have been touched by the dark presence in the past.
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
Okay, so I think that's...
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay? Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
They're taking it rather well.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
I need bolt cutters.
Yeah, right. Well, that's crazy talk. Look.
No bolt cutters around here?
Monsters aren't real.
How are they supposed to break into people's places without bolt cutters? They're severely underprepared.
They're a fine pair.
Can't talk to him.
Good day.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am.
Just loops
Someone will be
around.
right with you.
Hopefully, it's in the
Nightingale
original
and his
Sheriff
cult are
Breaker.
dangerous. We need
Sheriff
to be
Breaker
prepared
was
in case
in,
things
is in here
escalate
somewhere.
more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
Alan Wake. At it again, fucking people over.
Mercado won't roll over on the issues.
Poor fucking Nightingale, though. He still doesn't get a break. First, he gets murdered by the Dark Presence. Now he's getting taken over by it.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Haha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.